Everyone's been talking about buying, investing skins and cases now since everything's on the dip. But what about play skins? Skins that actually look good and skins you'll want to use in game to flex on your friends with. Well, today we're going to look at why I think now is looking like the best time to not only invest, but buy in on all those play skins you've been wanting as well. But just before we get into it, as always, if you're in the near 65% of people that watch these videos and still aren't subscribed, be sure to sub so you don't miss out on any new CSGO investing content, and of course, be sure to check out my sponsor for this video, Skinport, the most convenient way out there to buy CSGO skins and begin investing for cheap. Skinport has over 160,000 skins to choose from, with anything you want and prices much cheaper than the Steam market. How much cheaper exactly? Well, most skins are at least 20% off, and sometimes up to 30%. Looking to buy that new op you've been wanting without overpaying for it? Well, you can get it on Skinport for way cheaper than the Steam market, and there's absolutely no shenanigans at all. There's no hidden fees when you buy, it's always the number on your screen. And it's directly through your bank, whether for buying or selling, so you always know what you're paying or receiving. And if you're looking to sell skins for real money, they're great for that too. They just integrated a new selling fee which is only 6% on skins over $1,000, and most importantly, they're a completely safe and trustworthy site with a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot. So be sure to sign up with that link in the description today and start saving money on CSGO skins with Skinport. But for now, let's get right into the video. So first of all, let me quickly go over what exactly I would define a play skin as. Personally, I'd like to say it's something like an AK Redline, Op Asimov, Deagle print stream. A lot of the time, it's just going to be an item in a normal case that was a drop in the game at one point, and usually it's not bought just because it's going to increase in price, but rather because it looks good. So normally, as an investor, these skins really aren't that great of a buy because they're either dropping in price, as we'll talk about later in this video, or because their case is still being dropped in game, or just don't really increase in price enough to turn a profit compared to other skins. But let's start by taking a look at the AK Redline, one of pretty much all the play skins recently that's taken a huge hit in price because of players leaving CS and just coming off the huge hype spike in general. It started to have a really noticeable dip in price starting in June as everything started to fall off, and is now reaching a price near to where it was towards the beginning of when the Phoenix case prices started to take off at the beginning of the year. The Phoenix case, of course, being the case that the AK Redline is in, but all you really need to know is that it's decreasing now as the hype is dying down, and in my eyes should start increasing soon again, since players are going to be coming back since the major is coming around in October, and we should hopefully see a lot of players come back somewhat soon as well, with fall coming around and the major coming around and all that good stuff. In the next few months, CSGO has a lot of good going for it, so not only are you buying on the dip with a skin like this, but if the Phoenix case continues to go up in price or even gets back to the point where it was before the crash, you could sell this thing a few months later potentially if you're bored of it and either lose a very small amount of money or potentially even make some. Either way, it's not that big of a deal because it's a skin you like. Also, just to compare the price on Skinport, I like showing Steam since the vast majority of items are sold on there, but they were selling at like $15 to $16 mostly in early June on Skinport, and now are selling as low as $12. Currently there's one at $12.31, so sure, it may seem like only a few dollars, but it's like a 20% decrease, and not to mention they're currently 20% cheaper than the lowest Steam market listing right now on Skinport. So if you're trying to build up an inventory with play skins, those savings definitely add up. Not just with Skinport, but with the market being at a real low right now as well, and really anticipated times coming up as well, once again with the major, and hopefully new operations shortly after in the next few months to come. Plus, the player count is starting to stagnate after this huge drop based on COVID and just the operation ending, and a real dry period in content. So I think we've got great times ahead. But just to warn you guys, there is still rules you have to keep in mind for buying play skins, such as buying skins in cases that are currently in the active drop pool, aka the cases that you see on screen right now. These are usually still going to result in you losing quite a bit of money, so let's talk about why. Let's start by looking at the Deagle print stream, a skin that obviously looks really good and has a lot of hype behind it, but as the case gets cheaper and is out for a longer time, there's of course going to be more and more people unboxing these things, which means it's going to eventually drop in price. Now, if it gets removed from the active drop pool, that will change slowly over time, and if you're looking to buy it, that would be a great time to scoop it up, but that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Right now, as you can see by the trend, it just isn't a good buy. Even though it's a play skin and has taken a hit from this recent dip, it's still probably going to keep dipping as the case is still in the active drop pool. So just keep that in mind, but it's not all bad because there really isn't that many cases in the active drop pool anymore. But knives and gloves are the same way for newer cases as well. Waiting for the new operation so you can get a hold of the new rare special item that's in it? Well, you might want to hold off a bit longer. All of the broken fang gloves are absolutely tanking in price. Once again, as more are unboxed, more are in supply, and more people keep undercutting each other, which means prices are gonna drop. But old knives, for example, we'll look at the Karambit Crimson Web, one of the OG knives and OG knife skins. In the older cases, this thing has started taking off as these cases increased in price as well. Now, they've started to stagnate as those cases have calmed down a bit and the bull run has taken a bit of a break, but since a knife looks so good and a lot of people want it, and it's not in a newer case or in an active case that's being unboxed a ton, it can still increase. But either way, you get the point. If something is being unboxed in mass and is in a new case, it's gonna drop in price. But as time goes on, you can find some pretty sick play skins in older cases that are at a really low price right now because we just came off a huge hype spike and everybody wants to panic sell. And in my eyes, now is probably the best time to buy in on them, whether you're trying to build an inventory or make some money and have some cool skins at the same time. But yeah, as always, this entire video is just my thoughts and opinions combined with looking at past trends in the CSGO market, so don't sue your boy if exactly what I say does not happen. Not only can I not afford lawyers, but I can't read the future. I am just somebody that's played this game and been in the market for over 6 years now, so just be safe, be patient, and hopefully this video helps you find a good time to buy and hopefully buy in on those play skins that you've been wanting for so long and either make some money on them or just not sell them at a loss. But as always, just be sure to be subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any new CSGO investing content and help your boy get to 40k subs. And of course, check out the homies over at Skimport to start building your dream inventory today. Once again, link at the top of the description. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.